Welcome back to the Old Bull Young Buck podcast. I'm David Mundy,
Hi,
and
Dave.
with me is my Gidgy Gun Up local, Griffin Logue. How are you, mate?
Yep, good, mate. Boy from Gidgy Gun Up, that's right. Going well, mate. It's actually been a bit chilly lately. Other than that, it's been nice. Bit of seaweed at the beach, so I can't say I've been swimming too much. But, I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Still rocking your sandal shoe wear, though, around
I
everywhere?
am at the moment, yeah. Mum got me there for my birthday, so yeah, you gotta make sure you wear the presents from Mum, otherwise they stop coming. So, no, mate, it's good to be looking in the eyes.
Well, it's my favourite time of the week.
I know, mate.
Staring
I know.
into the depths of those beautiful brown eyes of yours.
They are nice big brown eyes, but yeah.
I did want to bring up actually your choice of footwear. It's been mentioned on some of our social media posts about the pod. And,
Yeah.
do you want to give them a quick plug from the mum?
Their brand is On Foot. They're just Birks are very far under these. So these are very advanced and got a nice heel support and arch support and whatnot. So Mum got them for my birthday and I haven't looked back, but no, they've been nice.
Thanks, Mum. Good on you.
Yeah, thanks, Lisa.
Another couple of comments that have come through on those posts are, in fact, how short you look when standing in the vicinity of myself.
Nah, it's false news, bro.
There was one where...
Show me the proof, but
I'll bring it up.
Which one? Not all yes.
So when we had Shawnee Mack on, there was comments about how short Sean looked and how small he was. But last week with Will Brodie,
Nah.
there was
He
a couple.
He looked tiny.
There was a couple mentioned that you may, in fact, be an undersized key position.
I am undersized. I just scrap tooth and nail to get where I am. So big boys, buddy, they've got it easy.
Speaking of Will, he was our guest last week. How did you rate his performance on the pod?
He was good, other than the only thing that rattled me was that golden syrup dumpling recipe. That has absolutely rolled me.
Yeah, and we had a few of those sent in as well.
Had a few recipes sent in, so thanks for that. But I reckon I'll try them.
No, we'll cook them up for you one day. I reckon you'll love them.
Yeah, sure. I'll crack. Yeah. Other thing was the cherry hat. I reckon that was great.
Yeah, that was so spooky.
In fact, he was actually wearing it. He didn't believe us. He had it written down, so it was good.
And thank you again for those people who have sent in. There's been a few links to some online places where Will can go and purchase those hats. So thank you for that. We'll pass those along.
Let him know. He said he's on his last one, so he's on his last leg.
So he might get a shipment of them in, so he can
get a couple
get some
of
freshies for the next 20 years.
Good on you, Wiz.
So do you want to introduce our next guest and maybe
a
little bit of an insight into why we chose this particular guest?
Yeah, well, next guest is, just ask him. He's the funniest bloke at the club. Obviously got drafted with him. Was close from the get-go, and he's been a great friend of mine for these first 6 years so far, and many more to come. So Brennan Cox, welcome, mate.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
Oh, sweaty.
Nervous.
Clammy hands.
Strong grip.
Straight out the sauna.
Crikey. Yes, we were just in the sauna. So. How are you, mate? You going all right?
Yeah, going well. Yeah, it's good to be on here. I've been asking for...
Nervous, mate. You can breathe. You relax.
I've been asking for years to get on here and then finally been invited.
How many years you been asking for?
Oh, how long's it been gone for? 2 years. Surprised we didn't get cancelled after one.
hey, so are we. So are we, mate. Don't worry. We're here now anyway, so...
Expecting big things from you, Brennan, given how eager you have been.
Yeah, I've been excited. So, yeah, let's get underway then.
Well, before we fully crack in, we like to look back, and it's probably not a great week for you to come on, but the game on the weekend v Carlton in Melbourne, not our greatest performance, but what did you take out of it?
Yeah, obviously, like to play the game in our front half, and we retreated a fair bit and played it in our back half and won the ball in D50 a lot of times where we want to be winning that ball up in attacking mid and stuff like that. So, took a lot of learnings from it, and hopefully bounce back and beat Port this week.
Yeah, you boys in particular being part of the back six under siege and got quite a lot of work in. How was it having the big fella, or the medium-sized fella back there?
Yeah, it was good. There was one goal where El Silvani, I couldn't do anything about it.
It's the old back. It's the old back saying when you're around and you're like, it's the token, like someone just goes, well, you couldn't do much about that, mate.
It was a stoppage, and I'm standing ball side, and the ball's gone corridor, and Silvani's taken off and marked it, and he's kicked the goal, and I couldn't do anything about it. And I walk into the huddle, and Griff looks at me and goes, "Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it." And I went, "Say what?" He goes, couldn't do much there, mate.
every time coming after goal, we see like I can't boys like this thing about the focus thing. And I was like, oh jeez, don't say it. Coxy just looked at me. Oh, it was good. Yeah, it was good to come back into defence. Obviously, love it down there with the boys. So much more connected bunch than the forwards. That's for
Is
sure.
that right?
Oh,
yeah, bit of feedback for the forwards there.
Feedback for the forwards, but probably more so for the mids, just for the performance on the weekend. Thanks for all those entries, Barra. But other than that, it was good to be back. So it's always good fun.
And so heading into Port, obviously want to own the ball and a bit more territory and give yourselves a bit more rest when you're down back.
Definitely.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we can get the ball going our way. So all we have to do is snap up and don't have to run too far. So hopefully, get it going our way and kick a few more goals.
And beautiful. And looking forward, it's Lukey Ryan's 100th game this weekend. We'll get into a little bit more, but does this mean something special for you?
Yeah, obviously same as me and Griff came in together. We've lived together for 5 years or something like that. So yeah, we're really close, and yeah, it's good that he's got 100. So
Cracked the ton, has he? Good on him.
yeah.
Well, he hasn't yet this week.
Yeah.
Fingers
No,
crossed.
touch
Touch
wood.
wood.
Might get sick again.
Yeah, it could be.
Now we'll transport our story
Sorry,
back.
How many you played?
Oh, 70 odd.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Don't cut me off again, mate.
Sorry.
We'll transport ourselves back in time to Brennan Cox's origins, and I'm a little bit nervous about this because we know Griff has some really, really extreme prejudice against people from Tasmania, and
Adelaide.
history says Adelaide, South Australians, where Brennan's from.
Yeah.
So are you going to be able to control those emotions?
Yeah,
and just
I
get
don't
through
care
this?
about the people. They're fine. The people are good. It's just the location. Like, it's just a boring city.
No arguments here. It is pretty boring.
He's
There's not-
honest. Like,
there's not much to do there. It's
No.
same. Not much to do here in Perth. Nah.
So growing up in Adelaide, then in South Australia, family owned a pub.
Yep.
And
Lena Promise.
Yeah, they promise. Yep, selling it.
yeah,
It's currently on the market, so they're in negotiations at the moment. So exciting. They owned it for about 30 years. So
beautiful.
finally retiring.
Nice pub as well. The interstate parents often congregate there around our Adelaide games and give it a good shake.
Yeah, we obviously don't play in Adelaide too many times, but when we do, all the parents go there and have a few beers and ended up getting pretty rowdy from what I've heard. So they play like pool competitions and stuff like that. So yeah, that'll be missed now.
Were you
Gone.
conceived in there or born or?
I was born behind the bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was actually, no, not me.
Oh, it's good, mate. What about footy? What about footy then? Growing up there, it's obviously good fun. From your juniors, you always started playing from a young age.
Yeah, I started when I was 6 years old. Started footy. I actually went to go play at one club, but they said they wouldn't play me because I was too young. So we went around to this other joint, and they said, "Yeah, we'll take you." And started playing, and then just played there for however 16 years, or whatever.
What club was that?
Woodville South Cats,
Woodville.
and then went to Woodville West Torrens, where the great Pav came from, and then drafted
Who else? Anyone else come from there?
Camp Sutcliffe also.
Nice.
One of
Really?
the greats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Squeak.
Yeah, that's about it, really. I don't know.
And so coming in the same draft as Griff and Lukey and a few others, what was that process like?
All Australian under 18s halfback or centre halfback he was.
Centre half back, yeah.
Big fella.
Talk us through it.
Yeah, obviously, playing when I was younger, I was always a forward, and then went and played state, and they went, mate, we're going to chuck you in the back line. And so that was just thrown into the deep end, and if you don't swim, you drown. So I learned to play centre half back and won All Australian. And since then, I've been back.
Yeah, nice. And so coming across to Perth, you've obviously fully emotionally, mentally moved out of South Australia and love Perth now, but compare the two.
I'd say summers in Perth are 10 times better than anywhere else, especially Adelaide and the beaches here are just amazing. And then winter gets pretty boring. Well, not boring, but the same as Adelaide. I say on Adelaide, they come back to even playing field, I think. So yeah, they're pretty similar.
And as I mentioned before, come through with a draft class of like this medium-sized defender and Lukey Ryan.
Big swag, big Shawnee.
Big demand, talent demand.
Yeah. What was that process moving across the Nullarbor, meeting a whole new bunch of guys, making way?
Had you
in
been to
AFL?
Perth much? Like
Never.
Before moving
I don't
over?
think so no. Yeah, it was pretty daunting. I remember. Yeah, get drafted 3 days later. You're on the flight. Moved in with Lockie Neal and Ed Langdon, then with Stephen Hill and Brad Hill before going in at a host family. And I reckon in the first 5 days, we went in this SAS camp.
Where was that at?
I don't know. Somewhere.
Like we'd climbed all Bluff Knoll and
Yeah.
like
Talk
those
us through the
SAS
camp,
camps,
yeah.
mate. They are the worst
Yeah.
idea. Like I just don't see the value in them. Like obviously there's team bonding and stuff, and I just think you can get that doing anything else. So I don't understand who thinks it's the great idea. Like what compels someone to say like let's get a drill sergeant in and take these 18-year-olds around and I never understood it.
We walked up this one mountain, and I was walking down. I started cramping, and my legs were shaking. I went, "Thank God that's done." It wasn't. We went straight to another one and did that one. Me, Luke, and Tay, who were like that, hated each other at the start. Oh, they hated me.
They all hated Coxy.
I didn't
He
hate
was
them.
so lazy.
Everyone hated me. At the
You wouldn't carry anything or something. What was it? They just said, "This bloke's useless." So what's he doing?
Well, I just hadn't been out in that sort of
Harsh climate.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. And then they had these 2 big bags of rice. One was brown and one was white. And we went, and they had to say, you have to separate it. I went, surely not. Surely there's some like sort of trick to it. And they kept on reading it and trying to. We ended up throwing rice like out into the bush, just like trying to get rid of it. And then everyone kept on going. I went, no, I'm going to sleep. And just went to sleep.
They had all these like games and stuff that you couldn't do it. Like the one was like getting grains of rice with chopsticks one at a time into a cup, and that's how you had to separate it. It's just like, oh, geez, I hated that.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know.
It was
like,
no good.
I don't know. And the worst thing was we did it the first year and second year. And then we come into the and we go, oh, you wait, boys, you wait till you wait. Brayshaw came, you wait till you bloody walk in here. You had to go down and do the camp. They scrapped it. They scrapped it.
I couldn't believe it.
Our second year, the one that we did, it was. They didn't give us sleeping bags and stuff. We're out in like the Stirling Ranges, and me and Coxy had to cuddle like to honestly stay warm. Like, it was too cold.
I know, joke. I was little and Griff was big, and his hands were down my pants trying to
Literally trying to warm up. Like we
And he was just trying to keep
couldn't
his
do
hands warm.
anything. Like it was
the worst.
bizarre. Sean Darcy and Mitchie Craden had to go for a run just to stay warm. Like,
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. We're like, oh, thank God we've done that. Like, I remember saying to Andy, like, oh, your second year and you're gonna hate it.
Yeah.
Scrapped it.
You look back on it now, and it's funny though. It's good.
Let's not move on beyond that too quickly. Did you feel safe as a little spoon with Griff Big Spoon?
Yeah.
Or
No,
how'd
he's too
that
small.
feel?
He's too small. He's only medium defender. I'm a big one.
Safe as houses. So warm as
How many
well.
days were these camps over?
Oh,
3, I reckon. It's 3 days. Yeah.
So 2 nights?
Maybe three
Maybe
nights.
3 nights. Yeah.
Felt like 40 days and 40 nights. Fasting in the wild.
Yeah.
It's like, poor old Tay Doom, man. He's so skinny. Like he's going to the club, it's great on the like protein shakes and whatnot. He's come back and weighed in. The bloke's lost 7 kilos. Blow over with a stiff breeze.
The
Like,
only thing you took out of it was walking off. You go, at least I lost a few skinnies.
yeah, it's honestly what it was. Just
He didn't have much to lose, though, did he?
No, you didn't.
no, that was anyway. You've touched on it anyway. We'll go back to being a swingman and going back because you're not the only swingman in the room, are you?
I'm not.
But you probably are the more natural forward. But where do you physically enjoy it? You like it up forward more, or
No, as you said, the backs have a stronger connection. So I
Yeah.
think playing down back's a bit more fun, and I do feel more natural as a defender rather
Yeah.
than a forward.
I think it's easy to see the game.
Yeah. Whereas if you're on a good opponent, they often take to the ball and you just defend them and then just play off instinct in contest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think defender.
Kicked 18 goals in your second year as a forward.
Yep.
I didn't
in
know
your
it was 18.
swingman
That's
days.
It's a fair bit.
Not a bad effort. Favourite celebration? Did you have a go-to celebration? you
Nah,
thought about?
not like big swag where you get so old. That was one of these. I just do the old fist bump.
Yeah.
There was one against Carlton where
The
I've
fist
kicked-
bump.
There was one against Carlton where I've kicked it and it looks like it's going in. I've given the fist bump and then it's gone out and gone for a point. But yeah, nothing too over the top.
That's right. We've all done that, mate. I was actually curious to ask if you got the Matthew Pavlich South Australian invite to dinner at any point. I know that early days, Lockie Neal and Cam Suncliffe with that South Australian connection. Got a few invites to dinner.
I don't think I have. I think you must have put him in the wrong mail. So
Lost it in mail, yeah.
yeah. So no, I haven't got any of them. Thanks, Pav.
Bugger. And you've got a proper basketball background.
Oh, yeah.
People talk about Scott Pendlebury and his shot and his stroke. There's nothing on Brennan Cox. Is that right?
Yeah, nothing. Nah, we did do it at 5-on-5 like in the off season, have a bit of fun, and I just used to dominate everyone. So, Shakes, he tried to defend me, couldn't defend me.
This is a real basketball background.
Yeah,
though.
proper.
You're like
Talk-
yeah.
stayed.
I stayed under 20s as a first year, and then I went to America for a little bit, for about 3 months or something, just to play over there against high schools and stuff like that.
Got smashed, and set back, got set pat.
That's when I decided not to proceed with basketball because they were so good, and I was nowhere near at their level. So decided to quit that and follow footy.
Describe your game for us.
I'll probably base it like off LeBron, so can do everything. A bit of a shooter and a slasher and a defense. I'm a good defender.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Get the boards. If you had to pick a starting five from the Fremantle crew at the moment, who would they be?
Be honest as well.
There's going to be a few upset boys.
Love it.
Hammer especially because he's not in it. So it'll be me.
Of course.
I'm going to Shakes. I'm going to chuck Shakes at the coach because he just likes to control everything. So Blake Acres will be the
That
coach.
doesn't count. It's not fun.
So we'll go Griff.
Whoa, hang on.
He's got a gun under the table pointing at me. So
Hang on. Yeah, think about I want your five, but I want reasons as well, not just
you
names.
gotta understand. I can play.
Griff,
I've
Griff
got a
came and
background as
played
well.
He came and played the 5 and
I've seen
5.
it.
I just facilitate.
And he hit 10 threes in a row, I reckon. Just draining them from everywhere.
Mate.
Probably the most inconsistent, but
I
when
was
he's
going
on,
to
he's
say, had a
on.
hot day. Yeah.
So, but off saying that, I've got to put him in, and adds a bit of versatility as well. So can play small,
bit of
and big.
hustle as well. I'm always a good defender, but
We'll
anyway,
go-
proceed with your team because I'm already in, so you're not.
Yeah.
Mate.
We'll go Lobby. Lobby's got a bit of a basketball background as well. Tall, lanky,
Good player.
can defend. I'm going to chuck Swag in, Shawnee,
Nah.
just because he's just a big body. And then, that's it.
You need the big bodies in, mate.
Yeah, he can crash some boards, but the others can get out and run the floor. And the fifth spot, Darcy Tucker. Darcy Tucker also basketball.
Put him in the
background.
corner.
Doesn't
Bit
miss.
like myself. Won't miss, but
And I'd probably run the point. Tucker at shooting guard and
Griff 3 and D.
Griff 3 and D.
All right, so I can't believe Swag got in. I've seen some of his ball playing beans here. I can't believe he
No,
got
but
in.
he's not there to shoot. He's just there to
Listen, like,
defend the paint.
Just there to be big.
Just
Yeah.
because
Right.
you're a good kick in footy, so you think the game's all about kicking, mate. Trust me, it's not all about
No, it's
shooting. I'm telling you, there's plenty of little intricacies you need to know about in
Yeah,
basketball.
like Dennis Rodman. He didn't shoot. He just defended, rebounded.
hustle.
That's all you need.
No, I get it.
Who would make the worst starting five now that we've seen? Because we played a little bit of
Yeah.
basketball. We've seen a few
Hang on,
shots. Just
do our
basis of
the captain of the worst side last, please.
Oh, all right, the captain's last. And he's the same
He's
captain.
a terrible.
So that'd be shooter, like he's short.
Terrible stroke.
Sucks. Who we're going through? Lloyd Meek. No good.
Sucks.
Who was the other one?
Duck. Have to be
Today,
Duck.
Wayno.
Wayne.
He's no good.
He's so bad, actually. Moose could be a shot.
Moose could be there.
He's
Yeah,
terrible.
And then
Skipper.
Captain Nat Fife. He has the worst shooting motion you will ever see.
Could you quickly do it for us?
Oh,
Well, I've been in camera.
yeah.
Hang on. Brett will move it. Stand up. Do it properly.
It's more like a shot put. It's like that.
It's terrible. It's just bizarre for a bloke who looks cool doing everything. It's
Yeah.
like, sit down, son.
Yeah.
Sit down. That's pretty bad.
We often talk about, have guys on our pod, and we talk about their basketball or cricket or golf background. Wouldn't that be the best footballer that can't play any other sport?
No, he can play tennis.
Oh, he's good at tennis. That's right. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to stand up for him, but
No, he's very good at tennis. You're right.
seriously good tennis player.
Yeah.
Could probably be the best in the club. Don't tell Wayne.
Tennis.
Don't tell Wayne I said that though. Be a great battle. Yeah.
His tab's good.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm
But
the worst tennis player
Oh.
you will ever see.
Dave said, I played state pennants, mate, growing up. Righto, mate. You grew up in Bright.
Let's go.
You grew up in Bright, mate. There's no tennis out there, but anyway.
All right, if we can draw this back to Brennan Cox and football.
Yeah.
You have one Brownlow vote in your career thus far.
Robbed of a few.
Yeah, surely.
John.
Can you recall, do you know
Oh,
what game it would be?
I do know. I know.
Let me
I
set
know.
the scene.
Go.
So,
Describe it.
Crows. Second year. Not sure what round.
12.
Missing 5. Sanderland. Needed a hope. And Cox stands up, kicks 4, gets 1 Brownlow vote. Unbelievable.
Win the game?
Ches had 30, and Hammer got 2. I don't know how Hammer got 2. I didn't notice him at all.
Those defenders.
But yeah, that was me 1 Brownlow vote.
I remember that day actually. Now you describe it. It was a good one.
It was a good day. Yeah.
What did you do particularly well that day, do you think? Other than kick 4
I
goals?
kicked straight,
Yeah.
actually. So I wasn't. early days, my goal kicking was no. I don't know. My first year, I kicked like 4 goals, 18 or something. I reckon.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I was just marking them and kicking them straight, which is nice.
It's not that hard, is it?
Nah, it's not. Not for you, Dave.
It's a simple game, mate. It's a simple game. I don't reckon I've got a Brownlow vote.
Oh,
Just quietly.
not yet.
Oh yeah.
One to look up, I reckon.
Oh, Nick Smith from the Sydney Swans went his whole career never getting one. Longest game ever.
Mm.
Longest career span ever. So
Yeah. No, we don't want to break that record, though. We'll get you one, mate.
record's a record, mate.
All right, we'll jump into my section, quick hands.
He
We'll
loves
fire
this- he
some
loves this bit.
quick questions at you, and what's your first answer?
All right.
First thing that pops in your head. Griff might pick up a few themes or something and circle back, but we'll see how we go. Last time you called your mum?
Today.
Oh, that's the most recent anyone has ever said.
On the way to
Well
club,
done. Tomato sauce, fridge or pantry?
Yeah. Doesn't bother me. Tomato in the pantry.
Nice.
Pre-game routine, anything?
Nah, nothing.
Coffee of choice?
Just a flat white, skim milk,
How do you have your steak?
medium rare. I'd rather less done than overdone.
How much do you bench?
Just 100
How many times?
a few times.
Yeah,
As many as you want.
Your
115 for one.
your first car?
I
This is my favourite.
I had a Kia Mentor, which was
We'll get to it. Favorite movie?
Step Brothers. I'm in it.
Exposed or scrambled?
Either
In the car, musical podcast?
music,
First impression of Griff?
legend,
First impression of me?
legend.
Most used emoji.
Uh,
Most used emoji.
love heart.
Oh, dude, that's good. Oh, yeah. First car. That is a good car.
Oh, okay.
What is it? Kia Rio, isn't it?
No, no.
Oh, you had one before.
I had.
Yeah, but you got something worse than the Kia Rio.
It'd be close. I had a Kia Mentor, 1997. It was made manual.
Manual?
Yeah. Probably broke the gearbox. But that was no. Then I got here and bought this tiny little Kia Rio. Wouldn't I could barely fit in the front seat.
Good on fuel.
Good
though,
on
isn't
fuel.
it?
Fuck
Oh,
yeah,
good on
good on
fuel. Mate, you'd have to fill it up once every 2
I
months.
used to go around roundabouts doing handbrakes. No, I didn't do that.
Definitely did that.
Well, we touched on Lukey's 100th this week, and you mentioned how you lived with him for 5 years and whatnot. So massive romance. Probably the biggest. It'd be the biggest one at the club, I reckon.
absolutely.
Yeah, it'd be good. So what are your biggest likes about him, and maybe dislikes that you've known across the 5 years? Any times you ever butt heads, like you live with someone, you ever butt heads and actually like have a go at each other and go, oh.
Nah, not really. Never butt heads. We just, if someone gets upset, you just don't say anything. You just don't speak to him for a few hours. But we've never really fought or anything. So pretty close. Yeah, obviously he hated me at the start, which sometimes if that happens, you often create bigger bonds when you do get to know each other. So
Find out you're a lot more similar.
yeah. So yeah, nothing really he does that pisses me off or anything.
What about the likes? Give us the good side of him. What do you
Yeah,
like about him?
On field, he's got your back no matter what. He's been in a lot of fights for the boys, and same off field as well.
There've been a few fights, have you?
Yeah, plenty. No, it's zero. But yeah, just a bit of a larrikin like me. Yeah, just not a care in the world really. So it's good.
Do you miss him, mate? Miss living with him?
Nah, it's so good without him. It's good without Bryce. Nothing with Bryce.
We're not mentioning Bryce.
Yeah, we won't talk about him.
on this. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it was a bit of a concern that when you moved out, the Freo fans thought that the relationship would be over, but it's probably stronger than ever, really. You probably come in the club and just hang out even more, don't you?
Yeah, because we don't live together. So
miss out
when we
on
come
the
in,
small little things.
Yeah, we connect a bit more probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably stronger than ever.
It'd be rude of me not to mention the other member of the Rat Pack, the self-proclaimed Rat Pack, and the Rosano Rats. Tay, how do he fit into it all?
Yeah, Tay, obviously, we're like a little trio, just bounced off each other in the lunchroom. Someone come in, we'd bag him, and then we'd all work together and bag him.
You don't want to be on the firing line.
You don't want to be in the firing line.
Because he'd do it in a jokey way. Luke would just mucking around, and Tay would come in with a sniper. He'd come in with a sniper and go, "Yeah, you know what, you grub."
Love that way. He always called you a grub. If you picked on Tay, he wouldn't pick back at you. If someone laughed, he'd pick at
the bloke who'd laugh.
Yeah. If someone give it to him, if someone laughed, he goes, "Don't you laugh." He's not back at him. It's so funny.
He's a funny man. He's good. But yeah, it's a funny rat pack, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
the
good
boys.
fun.
Yeah. Sucks he's not there anymore, Tay, but I hope he's going well. Yeah, so have you seen, obviously been with Lukey for 5-6 years now. You've been dating him for a while now. So obviously his 100th game as well, as we already mentioned. But have you seen him kind of develop and grow across the years in a serious note?
Yeah, definitely.
Great
player.
player.
Yeah, great. Came in the doors over Asia, and obviously straight off the bat was a really good player. Yeah, we've both grown together, both dragged each other along in the professionalism. Yeah, it's grown heaps from him and myself, and yeah, it's been good for each other.
Yeah, definitely would have helped each other along the way, don't you?
Do you want to send him a heartfelt message before his 100th? You can down the barrel.
Yeah, go on.
Good luck, mate.
Perfect. So funny guy, Brennan Cox.
He's a
funniest
guy.
man on the list. You think?
Yeah, me or Griff. Yeah.
Loves to tell a joke. Always has a really quick joke for the group if we're waiting in a team meeting or there's a lull in anything social around the club. You always have a joke. Do you have one for us now?
Yeah, I told this one the other day.
Yeah, I love
on the
this
plane. This is a good one. He goes, "Yeah, you wouldn't believe who I bumped into when I went to get my glasses fixed."
Who?
Everyone.
I want a new one, can't if you're the funny guy, you come with a new one, can't you?
No, I'm just funny in general. It's not like I've got jokes, but it's more just in general.
Go on, say one.
No, well, I just did.
So it is hard. It's
hard to think of it on the spot.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
Who do you feel most appreciates your humour at the club?
Oh, it'd be Luke or Griff. Griff always gives me a good laugh every time. I
always make. I know,
Genuine?
I know, yeah. I know how hard it is to put yourself out there and get the group going. Sometimes they just give you donuts. You need someone out there.
So who's that guy? Who's the guy who gives you donuts?
Oh, even if I get donuts, like if people laugh at me because it's not funny what I've said, and they laughed at that was so bad. I don't care. Like, as long as I'm making the boys laugh, I don't care.
Yeah, there's always someone. Yeah, but who doesn't get it? Give you donuts probably.
I don't know. JL.
Nah.
I remember when JL first came to the club, I was speaking to him. I just made like a little joke and he didn't laugh. It's the first time I met him. I was like, oh no. I'm in trouble here.
Done myself in here.
I was like, oh, he's not laughing. I'm in trouble. But now he's good.
Now he knows you're hilarious.
Yeah.
and you are. Yeah. So you should be.
We've touched on your sporting background. Obviously, footy's strong. Basketball really strong. But you've got a new one now just taking over. You've caught a bit of a bug that the boys have around the club.
The golf bug. I suck. I'm no good at golf. I'm trying to get better. I'm 36 handicap, which is the highest you can be.
Yeah.
I'm just slowly getting into my sign up at RF.
You have?
I'm trying to. I'm just trying to get Andy Brayshaw is getting me the forms. So sign up there and hopefully improve drastically. Otherwise, I might have to give up.
Yep, RF stands for Royal Fremantle, for those not
yeah.
aware.
It's pretty rigid, aren't you? You just got to loosen off a bit.
Yeah, I've got shock and shot. I don't have the range to get back and hit a long ball. So
have you played with Lloyd yet?
No, I played early days, like second year. I was pretty heavily like playing in my second year, and then for about 2 years I didn't play. So now I'm starting to get back into it.
You lost the bug.
Yep.
Yeah, but I hopefully can beat him. Sneed would love it. Andy Brayshaw said he'd love it if I could beat him. He's been there for a while and just hadn't improved.
He puts a lot of effort and a lot of time in, Lloyd.
Yeah.
He loves the game, but the game doesn't love him.
It's a bit like me at the moment.
You said you played with Andy a few times, and do your boys have to both re-grip your grips just flat out because you got hyperhidrosis, don't you? You used to tell me that every day at the club he'd say sweaty or say, I got hyperhidrosis, mate, hyperhidrosis.
I sweat a lot. self-diagnosed hyperhidrosis, which is a sweating condition.
Mr. Dr. Google. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Pretty sure I have it. I'm 100%. No, I'm 90% sure I've got it. And I just sweat. It could be freezing cold, and I'll just start sweating. So that's it. And Sneeze got the same. Sneeze, feet and hands always get real sweaty.
And so you're sweaty, Sneeze sweaty. How does that handshake go? Is it
It's wet. It's wet.
Yeah,
It just
clammy.
flips.
The other one that's clammy recently I've noticed is Big Shawnee Darcy, just clammy.
Recently, that's been known for many years.
Is it?
That he's been sweaty. Yeah, he's got sweaty hands.
Yeah, right. Well, there you go.
Mm.
You go, mate. You're right. You want to cut me off?
No, you go.
Are we cutting each other off today?
Yeah,
No worries.
sounds like
You would have had got a bit sweaty when you're watching in the early days, mate. Watching Mankind run down the final furlongs. Talk about you're an owner of Mankind with Ballas. Talk about the relationship with H-E.
Yeah, Bella's obviously got a few horses now. He's doing pretty well. Mankind was his first, I believe. So me, Luke, and Tail were in a syndicate. We jumped in to get So it went pretty well. Mankind won a bit of cash off it, which is nice, and yeah, shot Bella's horse training career ahead. But yeah, no, it was good to get involved in. It was good fun to get to the races with Hammer was involved as well, and Matera as well. So it's a few boys. So yeah, it was good to get down to the races and
You boys are
watch
always
it.
pretty close with Ballas. You still talk to him now?
Yeah, still talking. Get the odd Snapchat from him. He just loves just like messing with his girls at home. So like scares him all the time and stuff. And we always get those Snapchats.
You get some funny ones there, don't you?
Yeah, he's a menace. You'd hate to live with him. You'd hate to.
Yeah, small man syndrome as well.
Yeah.
You have much to do with Ballas from the younger days?
Yeah, we obviously played a lot of our career together, so
Yeah.
went through some really good times. And he came in as a mature ager as well. When he came in, he'd won the Sandover with Peel.
Yeah,
Gone on Peel's footy trip over to Bali or Thailand or somewhere, and during that footy trip, got drafted to Fremantle. So come home. And was a bit chubby, bit fat, full of beers, and come into the footy club to start his AFL career. So
like he is now.
Yeah. So Michael Dobbin actually had a really funny photo. He used to be our sports and conditioning, one of our sports and conditioning guys. Had a photo of like him and Nath and Stephen Hill when they were first drafted, just in their running shorts, and then progression photos throughout. And obviously Hayden went like that. And Nat went like that, and so yeah,
haven't looked back
times.
since then. Yeah.
So this Sunday, as we said, it's going to be Purple Mayhem at Optus Stadium. Lukey Ryan's 100th game. Who knows where Griff's going to play? We know Brennan's going to be making things look easy and doing absolutely absurd things in our back 50. Hopefully, have a bit of a lighter game for you this week, mate. And you have a bit of rest down there.
That'd be nice. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Griff. Who knows? Could be forward. Could be back. It'd be nice.
Wing.
Either way.
Wing, I'd play on the wing.
Yeah.
I'd have a crack.
I reckon you'd be a great winger. To be honest.
You being serious?
Serious. Get up and down the ground.
Good runner.
Get back, support defence.
Can run all day.
Just bring his basketball game and the hustle.
Yep, you're an athlete.
3 and D. 3 and D, mate. 3 and D.
Shots from outside 50.
It's not the only person we need to worry about. Dave, you actually moved to outright 10th in the all-time
Very
all-time
exciting.
games played. So,
Yep.
edged out Bernie Quinlan, the man.
Thank you, Bernie. No,
Sorry for that one.
How many
Bernie.
until 9th? How many more games?
I'm not too sure actually. Brennan.
Don't
Come
lie
on,
to me,
look-
Dave.
Look that one up.
Come on,
Mate.
Come
Get
on,
back to
mate. Come on, how far?
I don't know, but there seems to be plenty of reasons to pack out Optus this Sunday. That'd be lovely. So, Brendan, thank you for joining us. How'd you find it?
Yeah, good fun. It was a little daunting at the start because I was a bit nervous. Obviously, a big podcast, but good. Good to get on.
You settled in nicely, mate. And
Thank
you
you.
are a pleasure to have on, and you're welcome back anytime.
Thanks, fellas. Do it again next week then.
Whenever we invite you. Yeah.
Whenever we invite you back, mate, you'll be welcome. So 90% of the time, 100% don't work. So
Cool. Well, thank you all for listening or watching. Thank
Thanks
you for
again.
coming.
Thanks,
And it's
Coxy.
lovely to see you again.
yes, good to see you. I can't wait to
Good
see you
enough.
next week. Like and subscribe as well. Cheers.